Wake up. Wake up. We're in a beautiful hotel and I'm just lounging around doing nothing. You lack creativity. Oh, fine, we're done. We're over.
This is where I decided to unlock my creativity and win her back at all costs. As Thomas Dewar says, minds are like parachutes, they only function when open. And after that opening scene, my mind's more open than ever. Splattering with acrylics will be your new go-to technique when you're feeling uninspired. In trying to win back my girl, I'm going all creative, starting with the visual arts. I found a YouTube teacher who helped me to explore my inner creativity. I learned to use different strategies. For example, we see here with the finger tap on the brush to achieve the splattering effect. After that, we have another opportunity to achieve the splattering effect by using another paintbrush. Here, we want to make sure that the brush hits the center of the paintbrush. Because if we hit the start or the end of the paintbrush, we will not receive that beautiful effect that you see here. Next, we put a little bit of paint on the edge of the palette knife, and with a small little flicks, we achieve an explosive effect. Next, we use either a paper towel or a small cloth to mask out certain areas of the paper that we do not want to get paint on. Here, I've used a splattering effect, and I've wanted to keep certain sections clear, so the paper towel is placed strategically, so the splattering only appears where I'd like it to. Here I am starting my final project, and I am using the finger tap method to achieve the splattering effect. Here I am repeating the different effects that I've practiced earlier, and we're going to see here I'm going to use a water bottle to achieve a spritz effect where I'm going to spray a certain section of the painting with water, and then I'm going to put droplets of paint onto that water, and I'm going to use them droplets of paint to create an image. Here I'm doing a love heart for my love, as you know, showing her my creativity, and my final product having the different little effects from the splatter to the explosive effect to the love hearts with the spritz, and my love's name Mariam in the middle in regular painting. A painter paints pictures on canvas, but musicians paint their pictures on silence. Now we enter the music portion of this love story. Now we enter the music portion of this love story. I used another method in my learning process for piano, signing up to the app Simply Piano. I learned how to position my fingers on each key, starting with the right hand, then progressing onto the left hand, and then both hands. This was a long and arduous journey, very tricky. And while I was able to correctly get some keys, there were times where, and as you can see on the clip, the key will turn yellow. And that's because I pressed with my right hand instead of my left. There were times where it'd go correct, times where I'd get it wrong, but that's all part of the learning process, and I really enjoyed that. I found it really difficult though to maintain the positioning of the hands and to remember the right and left as the song was playing. Continuing on with my journey for Fairly Odd Parents, I decided it'd be easier if I can just switch to one hand so I can master the tune and play the song from memory.
You know, over a minute.
Rhythm is kinesthetic. It cannot be learned through counting. It can only be learned through movement. Here starts the piece de resistance for winning my love back. So I decided to learn the waltz. We see here at the start, I need to practice by myself, get the rhythm down, moving to the rhythm of the beat. Found a nice YouTube tutorial that taught me the steps. Had to go slow and steady. Tripped over my leg a couple of times, trying to get the beats. It was a long process just to figure out how to do it on my own before I even brought anyone in to help me. You're in store for my master plan. The first step was to master the box step movement. Look who I found, my love. She doesn't look too happy to see me, but I think I can get her to come around, because I think I've just come across my new dance partner. Here we see the start of our dancing journey, and more importantly, our love represented through the art of the waltz. Now let my creativity win her over with the waltz.
I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just the touch of a hand. Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day.
Through this project, I have worked to achieve the Australian Teaching Standards 2.1 Content and Teaching Strategies of the Teaching Area. So I have used my newly learned strategies and understanding of visual arts, music and dance to educate students and guide them to try out different styles of art to find one they are comfortable with. I have also worked to achieve the Standard 6.2 Engaging in Professional Learning and Improving Practice. The practice and repetition of similar skills and movements within the dance and music art form have helped me achieve the Teaching Standard 6.2. In addition, I have also worked to achieve 6.4 standard, applying professional learning and improved student learning. By studying tutorials that teach different techniques when working with the arts, including music, drama and dance, I have achieved standard 6.4. Through studying all these art forms, I have learned that performing perfectly was an unrealistic goal. However, placing an importance on developing individual skills and finding strategies that I enjoyed were the true ways of success in the arts, a concept that I will be inputting in my teaching pedagogy as I immerse students in the world of the arts. P.S. A little bit of creativity goes a long way in love.